love, whomever you love, seeing them might be the first thing you do. And then you focus on them. After that, you're concerned about them. So you're now in love. Like this, all emotions come from seeing.
We saw two people. Chung saw socially and economically vulnerable children. Atipe saw children who major in Korean traditional music. Then, what do you see?
Children, low-income children, multicultural children, and handicapped children.
How do you feel? Feeling pity? Feeling sad? Want to help? But they are all the same, just children too. We want to help them to break the prejudice so they can be on the same line as others. It all started from our first experience of volunteering at Chung Community Child Center. There, I saw socially and economically vulnerable children in the blind spot.
And children could get depressed and lose self-esteem. They repeat, "Teacher, I can't do it."
So we think, how can this child get better?
In this center, I found three major problems of these children. First, they have difficulties in expressing their emotions. It is not because they don't want to, it's because they don't know how. Second, children lag behind the educational trend. Storytelling is a new trend in children education, raises need for the private education. However, low-income children cannot afford it.
Third, poor educational environment. Central high depends on external supporting and college student volunteering. In other words, children are educated with non-systematic, non-sustainable program.
To cure this blind spot, we launched the project Donghwa. The project was started when we met the Union Children Center, and they gladly helped us to get connected to the same community children center. First of all, we set our missions to achieve our goals more easily. This is our mission.
Project Donghwa provides not only workable education, but also storytelling education, which is a new trend these days. So, we will help the children to be competitive in society. Furthermore, we will help children to grow up well in their community. We will remind this mission through the project.
To achieve our mission, we analyzed the livelihood assets. Look, there are many kinds of livelihood assets. We will especially focus on the creativity and the potentiality of the children.
What? Children already have been helped from the outside, but the problem has not been solved. So we realized that solutions should come from inside of the children. We believe when the children try to change themselves, finally the problem will be solved.
That's why we concentrated on our livelihood on children's creativity and the potentiality. Then, how can they draw out their potential power? We finally found a possibility from the certain form called poem.
There are many ways to teach storytelling. Then, why did we select poem? We focused on following things. Is this all? No. Poem has more advantages than we think. First, negative emotions can be released by expressing their inner stories. Second, children can develop imagination, creativity, understanding. Third, because storytelling education with poem is based on empathy, it can be improve the sociality of children.
So, we decided to educate children with poem. By doing that, children can educate with themselves and others more efficiently. But we don't stop here. We will commercialize the children's contents and sell to communicate with their whole society. As a results, they can heal their hearts and the perception of the children in the community will be improved as well.
This is our business model. Initial fundraising of Donghua can be conducted by three mechanisms: use of the government fund, cooperating sponsorship, and official local funding. Then, how can we utilize the initial fund? We make a business model.
Step 1, the children are provided with poem for storytelling. And step 2, children are made their own content with their story through the education. And step 3, children contents are made and will be sold as new products. Step 4, the profits are reinvested to the children and the center. And we think to proceed these projects, people will need some kind of motivation. We did motivate our people in need, but we will empower them continuously. There are two groups of people we need to motivate. The first one is the children, our direct subjects. And the other is indirect subjects, community child center.
Then, how can we motivate the children? We remade the products, printed their poems and paintings so that the children can be motivated and amused. And we make the program from the various material and so that they can feel more interest from the education.
We have motivated the center as following things. For trust building, our volunteer experience gave trust to the center, and we looked through the study research papers and books about storytelling and children education. What we desired was coincided what the center needed. They are lacking the experts to give them a systemic education, and we could offer them by the partnership we have. So they're depending on their financial problem on external supporting, but our team can suggest the independent income from the product sales.
Let's check where we are now. So far, we have analyzed subject problem, livelihood asset they have, and how those assets can be utilized strategically. This is the preparation stage. We are here. We finished the preparation and the designing. Now, Project Donghua will go forward to planning stage. At the end of July, we will produce a pilot program, and then we will make the formal program. After that, we will form partnership with expert and designer to product.
At the end of October, we will enter the working stage. Until the end of October, we will have to raise the initial fund from the youth hub and the corporate sponsorship. And at the Sam Community Children's Center, we will proceed a 10 weeks program. After this 10 weeks program, we will commercialize the products based on their contents of the products.
I'm just curious how these children will get better. In this 10 weeks program, we are sure that we can accomplish the following things:
improve education environment and sustain program through sales perfect. Obtain eco-friendly attitude, develop children's creativity, and improve awareness about children, and save education costs.
We hope your constant interest and concern for our project to be continued.
Isn't it exciting? It's our proud traditional music. But empty seats and non-professional tickets. That's what we could see at the Korean traditional music show today. Only very few of them came with their own desire to see the show. Like this, Korean traditional music is being neglected and losing its ground because of the indifference of the public. You can see more clearly with this graph. In the the pop music.
For more information, we interviewed the student majoring in Korean traditional music. In this interview, they said they want to work in their field after graduation, but there are too little chance of performing to sustain their living, so they are giving up inevitably.
Our team thought of foreign exchange students as their new possible audience. They might fear all these empty seats if our guess is right. Also, Kale, my friend from Austria, gave me a sweet suggestion. He said, it would be great if exchange students can experience and see the Korean traditional music easily. Right, there are thousands of exchange students in Korea right now, and they all deserve better chances to experience Korean traditional music, as like the way the Kyle one is. So we conducted our own survey amongst exchange foreign students to check if our guess is right. As we expected, they were interested in the Korean traditional music and the related programs too.
And among many genres of Korean traditional music, Yeonhee is the best genre to attract foreigners because it does not have language barriers, unlike pansori or minyo. Yeonhee is the most effective genre to express the dynamic Korean traditional music, and it has many visual attractions too. From several shows we saw aside, traditional performance had the most positive response from foreigners.
To solve this mismatch problem between the traditional performers who want more chances to perform and the foreign audience who want more vivid experience, here we come with the project Atipe. Ati means friends and Pe means Korean folk band in pure Korean. Project Atipe helps the major students in financial and social by providing them more sustainable chances to perform. Atipe also creates a new program with them to satisfy the foreigners who want more empirical programs.
This is our business model. Atipe's fundraising can be conducted by three mechanisms. First, youth hub the government fund that supports young people with desirable goals. Second, entry fee from the play. Last, small amount of voluntary from individuals.
This is our business model. And this is how Atipe works. Project Atipe cooperates with three parts: major students, partner institutions, and the audience. Atipe provides the opportunity of performance to the performances to major and help them develop. Also, we connect them to advisor groups so that they can give tips and feedbacks. And they provide the differentiated programs to the partner institutions and chances of cultural experience to the audience. Partner institutions provide the performing environments, and the audience pay the entry fee and offer empirical programs. Each group interacts together accordingly in the sustainable process.
And we distribute this fund into three parts. 50% of it is for people in need. 30% is for running the program, and the rest will be reinvested for the continuous project.
This is our simulated program timetable. As you can see with this table, we differentiated the program from the existing ones by letting them play the instruments after the show.
For empowerment, we are seeking the students who are willing to participate in this project. Until now, we have contacted the students of Korean National University of Art, Ewha Women's University, and Chung University. And we did the street performing to check the response of audience before we proceed the real program.
To improve the ability of the people in need, Atipe connected them with the advisory group. And our team made a manual for the multi-language program. And to promote and understand more, we are keeping watching the Korean traditional shows and studying about that. Also, we started to work as official monitoring members of National Gugak Center.
Attipe have partnership with the official of International Affairs in University. With this network, we can offer opportunity to perform continuously. By expanding the network, we can increase in revenue together.
There are three aspects of desired outcome: in financial, and in social, and in human.
First, in financial aspect, 30,000 won per single entry fee, plus the financial support from the network we have.
Second, in social aspects, we expect to attract more attention to Korean traditional music from foreign audience and let them know its unique joy in the future. Also, we provide a partnership between the professional performers and our people in needs.
Third, in human aspect, we let them acquire the know-how for the performance. We train them and optimize performance for the program.
Attipe carried out the stage of preparation. From now on, in the planning stage, we will set the students to participate in, and with them, we will conduct the pilot program based on our business model. In working stage, we will start the progress in earnest with the officials of international affairs in the following semester. In the sustaining stage, we will expand the partnership. We also successfully contact with the foreign high school, SSI, the Seoul Scholars International. Attipe will follow these steps and complete our mission. We saw the children and performers in need. We had concentrated and focused on them, and found possibility from their inner side.
What did you see from them? We saw the challenge. We see the chance. We saw the change. We hope you see this as we did.
Thank you for attention.
Now we will begin the question and answer session. Only judges may ask the question. 질의응답 시작하도록 하겠습니다.
종합 프로젝트 같은 경우에는 교육을 통해서 나온 콘텐츠를 실무하시는 판매하시는 건데, 그거 외에 혹시 다른 상품을 생각해 보신 게 있다거나 아니면 수익 구조를 만들기 위해서 고려하고 계신 다른 것들이 있으면 하는 기회에서 조금 더 셰프님 경쟁력을 제공하거나 하기 위해서 고민하고 있으신가요?
네, 제가 답변 드리도록 하겠습니다. 먼저 처음에는 출판이라는 형태에서 시화책을 판매하는 것이 좋겠다고 생각을 했었는데요. 사실 CGV라는 것이 예전에 비해서 사람들에게 소유의 욕구가 떨어진 것도 사실이고 소유에 대한 부담이 증가하고 있다는 생각을 저희가 했기 때문에 상품보다는 서비스의 형태로 온라인에서 시를 구독할 수 있는, 그래서 일주일 또는 한 달 동안 정기적으로 아이들이 교육을 통해서 산출한 결과물들을 받아보고 이에 대한 구독료를 아이들의 교육에 투자하는 방식으로 지불함으로써 얻을 수 있는 이런 온라인 시 구독 발행 서비스라든지 아니면 아이들의 시화를 활용한 펜시 상품들을 지금 기획을 하고 있고요. 아직은 정확하게 나온 것은 없지만 온라인 시 발행 구독 서비스에 주력을 하고 있습니다.
그럼 구체적으로 그 상품을 구매하는 예산은
저희는 이제 시장조사를 바탕으로 했을 때 대형 서점이나 대형 출판물에 있는 대중들을 대상으로 하기보다는 온라인이나 또는 독립서점에서 마니아층을 확보하고 있는 니치마켓에 주력을 하고 있고요. 그리고 대부분의 독자들은 힐링이라든지 위안을 원하는 조금 뭔가 새로운 것을 찾는 20대 소비층이라든지 아니면 아이들의 메시지에 관심을 기울이는 주부라든지 회사원의 30, 40대 층에게 주력하려고 합니다. 하는 것은 아니었습니다. 사실 저희가 이 프로젝트를 시작하게 된 것은 저희가 아이들의 갖고 있는 인식을 깨는 것이 먼저라고 생각을 했고, 그 인식을 깨기 위해서는 사람들에게 뭔가 이슈가 될 만한 거리가 필요했다고 생각했을 때 그 대상이 상품 또는 서비스가 될 수 있을 것이라고 생각을 했습니다. 그게 잘 팔릴 수 있으려면 저희가 프로젝트를 얼마나 잘 진행하느냐에 따라 달려있겠죠. 저희가 지금 단계에서는 이것이 얼마나 확실하게 상품화가 될 것이며 얼마나 큰 인기를 얻을 것이라고 장담할 수는 없습니다. 다만 이 프로젝트가 필요한가 아닌가를 판단했을 때 저희는 그게 상품화가 가능한지 그리고 얼마나 큰 인기를 얻을지와는 달리 이 프로젝트가 필요한 이유라고 생각을 했고 저희가 그것을 도전해야 되는 이유라고 생각했습니다.
두 마리 토끼를 잡으시려고 하는 것 같아요. 저소득층 아이들을 위해서 정말 든든한 좋은 집의 교육을 제공하고 또 정서적인 부분을 케어해주고 싶은 반면에 스스로 뭔가 아웃컴을 내서 지속 가능하게 하려고 하는데 과연 이 아이들의 결과물에 소비자들이 얼마나 매력을 느낄지에 대해서 의문이 사실입니다.
혹시 다른 질문 없으시면 네.
두 번째 잎의 프로젝트에서 공간 점인데요.
네.
그 교환학생들도 있지만 교환학생들은 또 학생이기 때문에 그 구매하시는 부분이 좀 떨어질 수 있고 관광객들이 굉장히 많잖아요. 관광객 쪽을 한번 생각해 보시는 시도는 해보시지 않았는지.
저희도 기존의 프로젝트를 시작할 때 관광객도 생각을 안 한 가장 외국인이라 하면 가장 접하기 쉬운 그런 집단이 관광객이기 때문에 관광객을 생각을 안 한 건 아니었지만은 저희가 어떤 필요한 그런 티켓 금액을 확보할 수 있다는 점에서 저희는 교환학생 그리고 저와 협력을 하는 것이 확실한 티켓 그런 구매력을 장담할 수 있다고 생각을 했고요. 그리고 국제교류처 측에서도 저희가 제시한 금액에 대해서 그렇게 크게 의문을 던지거나 그렇지 않았고 그 정도의 금액을 내고 실제로 뭐 문화체험 프로그램이나 이런 게 진행되고 있다는 그런 답변을 들어서 저희는 그냥 막연히 관광객들 대상을 하기보다는 국제교류처 협력과에 거의 100명에서 150명 정도의 티켓 수요를 확보하는 것이 더 좋은 방안이라고 생각을 했습니다.
주기적인 공연 플랜 같은 게 있으신가요?
공연 플랜 같은 경우는 저희가 지금
The
중앙대학교
time has expired. Judges, please give a loud applause to the last team for their hard work on the presentation.